Isn't it,
So perfect. So this is for you, Alex, buddy. We're going to get down with the Chicago Blackhawks here. So this is actually a lot more fun than, the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
they're in almost the same boat, or they were, and now the Blackhawks have turned it around.
The Blackhawks have really turned it around. And it's funny, when I was doing this breakdown, I was learning more about them. I was like, oh, okay, this is way crazier of a story than I thought when I was getting into this.
When we were going to do this last week, I was honestly ready to not ream them, but basically give them the same treatment that we gave Detroit, because in their last 9 games, you have the stat on there, they're 7-1-1.
Right.
So if you do the math, they're 9-5-4 now. You do the math, they were 2-4-3 before this, and that's when I was looking at doing the breakdown. I was like, man, they're just not looking good. They're neck and neck with Detroit for bottom of the league, and now they're second behind the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
They have 4 more games played than them.
Right.
But even still, that's nothing to shy away from.
So I think I'm gonna read verbatim what I wrote. I'm trying to get better at bullet points and stuff, but when I was doing Blackhawks, I'm like, there's just so much to write. And I think before this, we're kind of warming up here and just kind of discussing what I wrote down, and I think it came out great. You think I should do verbatim like I did Detroit Red Wings?
Whatever you think, man. I mean, I'm just looking at the division now. I'm kind of surprised that the Predators are 6-10. I'm kind of surprised the Stars are 5-3-4.
Predators have, Predators right now for me is the biggest crazy story for me, because you see him in the playoffs the past 3 or 4 seasons. Why are they so bad now?
Yeah.
Pecorino, UC Sour.
I don't really know
1A,
what's
1B.
changed there
I don't
to
know
make this happen.
Me neither. I don't get it.
I haven't really kept up either. But then also we have the Stars, who were in the Stanley Cup Finals last year, and they're 5-3-4. And then from there you got Blue Jackets, Hurricanes, Lightning, who we said were going to run away with the division, are now third, and the Panthers are in first, which is it's just weird right now. It's weird times.
It's so crazy.
I'm thinking that it might be the small sample size, 14 games played for all those teams, basically. Right. So we'll see what it turns into.
If a fan doesn't ask for it or doesn't ask for another breakdown, I think I might just do for me is a Nashville breakdown for next week.
I mean, I like doing a team a week. I was kind of interested in doing something like that throughout the season.
Yeah.
Even if it's just whatever the hot story is right now,
Right.
Just break down their team and see what they're doing.
Exactly. All right, so I'm gonna read verbatim what I wrote. Not to toot my own horn, but I think it came out great. Again, a lot of positives coming from Chicago Blackhawks this season, a lot. So I'm going to read, verbatim what I wrote down. So Blackhawks have pulled a 180 from the past few seasons. In the 18-19 season, they were the second worst in the Central Division, 20th in the league. And in 2019-2020 season, they were the worst in the Central Division and 23rd in the league. Now this season, they're second in the Central Division and 4th in the league currently, which is a crazy come around from where they once were. To make the story even crazier, the Blackhawks have been missing their top players while relying on a first-year rookie goaltender. Jonathan Toews, Zach Smith, Andrew Shaw, Brent Seabrook, Alex Nylander, Connor Murphy, and rookie Kirby Dach are all out in injuries, yet the Blackhawks have been found a way to place themselves within the top 5 teams in the league. To Kevin Lankinen has been unbelievable and has been one of the main reasons why Chicago is 4th in the league. He's 7-2-3 with a 2.29 GAA. He places 6th in the league for wins, 7th for save percentage, and 9th for GAA. Passing goalies like Tuukka Rask, John Gibson, and last season's Vezina winner Connor Hellebuck. We talked very little about him in the Central Division episode because there's not much to talk about. He came from Rockland IceHawks with 21 games played and a 3.03 GAA, which is okay, but came to the NHL and really has shown what he can do. He had his first shutout against Detroit this week for the NHL.
Also, breaking news today, Scott Darling released from the Rockford IceHogs.
Right,
his
we're
professional
talking about
tryout.
that.
Kind of nuts seeing him as a flash in the pan in the league.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
He had I remember GGSU. That's kind of what I want to talk about. But remember GGSU? Remember he was huge there, and now he was huge in Carolina.
He was one of the guys there.
Just kind of left. Yeah. So sucks to see, but I don't know. Maybe something we could talk about next week. If we get more information on that. Think so?
Yeah. I mean, I mean, we mentioned it before with the substance abuse and depression with Robin Leonard.
Right.
But
Right.
it was really cool to see him rise to where he got to. I think he got a Stanley Cup ring as a backup. So,
Right.
I mean, I digress. We can look at it more next week. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, back to the Chicago Blackhawks. Rookies and new pickups have been picking up the pace in Chicago. With guys like Seabrook, Taze, and Shaw out, Pius Suter, you think? Pius Suter has put up 6 goals along with Philip Kurashev, who had that sick-ass goal against Detroit this week. I don't know if we can put something down below for you guys to see. Putting up 5 goals in their rookie years, and also help from Matthias Janmark, who was a great pickup from the Dallas Stars this season, putting up 6 goals. So you have guys, coming in and really being like, all right, we're here to help, we're here to get things done, even as rookies and just new players coming in. I love seeing this. I love seeing teams make comebacks, especially in a crazy way the Blackhawks have been doing this season. 2013 season was the last season Chicago was this good. They've been one of the worst teams in the league since. So, to make a comeback like this, it's been 7 years since. I know teams have been worse for longer, but this is a big come around from where they once were. Where do I see them go from here? You still have your main guys missing, and we all know playoff hockey is totally different hockey, where experience in NHL playoff games really helps and matters in the cup run. If they keep this up, they can really make a push for it this year, but again, without your main guys, I'm seeing a first round, maybe second round exit and nothing more. Nothing to be ashamed of, because that's where we're seeing now is a bounce back for the team. And when the main guys come back from the injuries, and if they get a solid backup for Lankinen, I wouldn't put past me that the idea that they could have a solid cup run in the next couple of seasons to come. Why do I say solid backup? Is on the roster they have Malcolm Subban and Colin Delia. Both these goalies are average at best. Delia gotten smoked this season in the 2 games he's played, letting up 10 goals combined in both. And Malcolm Subban, though doing decent with a 2-1-1 with a 2.65 GA, he's not a goalie you can rely on game to game as a backup. I don't blame him, because when he came to the NHL with the Boston Bruins, he was never sent down to the barn team to mature.
That's what happens when you're a first-round draft pick, though.
Right.
They don't give you that. They're like,
no,
you're a first-round draft pick goalie. You need to be
play.
ready. Yeah.
Yep. And I think that's where they messed up. So instead, he got bounced around the league. He's with Boston, Vegas, now Chicago. He averages out a 3.0 GAA. We talked about the teams in the 1A, 1B tandem and how well it works, and Chicago doesn't have that yet, which worries me. Being a goalie is difficult, and to be perfect and physically ready every game is damn near impossible. And that's when solid backups are needed to give goalies like Lankinen a break. With that said, how long before Lankinen starts to feel the games he's played and starts to roll downhill for being overplayed? Something to think about. I'm loving riding this wave and watching Chicago make this comeback. Nothing but good things, man. I don't see them needing much change at all. These new guys coming in, Kurashev,
even DeBrincat
and Prius and DeBrincat, man, they're killing it.
Kubalik,
they're bringing up, I'm telling you, man, they're missing these top guys, yet these guys are coming up big and saying we got this, and they're pushing it. It's one of the best seasons again since 2013.
They got to have one of the youngest average age per roster teams in the league, don't you think?
And now you got Detroit, who I was talking about last week, with the oldest age. Sorry.
Right. Maybe that's the difference.
That's what I was saying, man. That's what I was saying in the Detroit breakdown. I was like, these guys are just going for these old veteran. You need younger guys, and I think this. Now that you're saying it, this is a perfect example where young guys now are just coming in the league, just fucking ready to go. So. Again, nothing at all bad to say about Chicago. When I was reading about this, man, I already became a fan. I'm like, I could definitely. I know from the injuries and shit, they're gonna have a rough. They're gonna make the playoffs for sure, but they're gonna have a rough go, and it depends on if the rookies and the Detroit player there, the Dallas Stars player there. Oh, I can't remember his name. Sorry, guys.
Dallas Stars player. What are you going on about now?
No, he came over to Chicago.
As a defenseman or a forward?
He's a forward. Well, I can't remember his name, man. Connor Hellebuck? Nope. Oh, boy. This is what happens, man.
I got DeBrincat, Suter, Kane, Hagelstrom, Kubalik, Kurashev, Soderberg,
Matthias Janmark.
Yeah.
Matthias Janmark. Sorry, guys. Yeah, but you got those guys coming in, really doing the job. And, you know, you got, if they come back, I wouldn't say if, but, like, when they come back, like Jonathan Toews and everything just fucking ready to go, man, this is going to be another
Toews,
top tier.
I don't know if he's going to eventually come back. His thing is very weird. Do you know anything about it? I saw that he said he's got some condition and he's very fatigued and just gassed all the time.
Gassed out.
No
and
energy.
I actually looked it up beforehand, and the reason why I didn't put anything down is because people are guessing what's going on.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But
I never like to speculate on anything.
Chicago management came out and said, listen, he's out right now on medical leave, but we don't know anything.
Yeah.
So they're in
They don't really know what it is
everything.
either, I don't think, from the medical aspect to tapes. They're like, we don't know.
Yeah, so hopefully they figure it out, you know.
And Kirby Doc's injury, man, that was terrible.
Holy shit,
before
man.
the World Juniors.
Do we show up a photo? I don't even know if we should show a photo of that man, but that wrist, his wrist.
He's out for the whole season. He might asterisk make it back in time for playoffs, but even then it's tough to mix a guy into the lineup at that point. You saw Stamkos do it, and I think that was just a morale boost for the Lightning in their cup run last year.
Another reason why I still say, like, they're going to make the playoffs, but I still say, like, first, maybe second round exit for them. But it's, again, nothing to be ashamed of as a Chicago Blackhawks fan, because, like, this, from what we're seeing now, they're going to push, man. Like, it's going to be, like, another few seasons, and they're gonna have like another like 2010 like Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
kind of push.
I've mentioned it before. It's just the cost of creating a dynasty. You see it in LA right now. You've seen it all around the league.
They just need that backup. They need that good backup for Lankinen. I don't think Malcolm Subban or Colin Delly is that guy whatsoever.
And it's more than just a backup. It's just letting these guys mature and grow.
It's just right.
All the players.
I'm just saying it's one of the things that they need.
Mm-hmm.
Goaltending is huge in the playoffs. You need those guys.